Hello everybody and welcome back to the STEAM train. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Monday so far. This is the 11 a.m. class for kids from K to 2nd grade, but all ages can participate and I'm sure they'll have a lot of fun with today's lesson. I am Dorian with New Minds Enrichment and I hope you guys are ready to learn about simple machines. All throughout this week, the K-2 STEAM train will be about simple machines and the 5 different types that there are. So each day we'll focus on and highlight a different simple machine and an activity you can do. And at the end of the week, we're going to find a super awesome way to put all these simple machines together into one big project you can work on over the weekend. The first simple machine we're going to learn about is called an inclined plane. But before we learn about that, we need to learn about what a simple machine is. All a simple machine is something that allows force to be moved and distributed easier. Now those are some big words, but all it means is that it makes things easier for you to push or move. The main one we're focusing on today is an inclined plane. This is also called a ramp. The big science word is just an inclined plane. Incline just means it is raised, and plane is just a surface. So an inclined plane is basically a really awesome ramp that's going to help make life easier. I'm going to make one. We're going to talk about how it works. The cool thing is that you don't need very much. An inclined plane, because it's a simple machine, can be made out of anything. This one, I'm going to use 2 books. This is going to be the plane, and we just need to lift up one side. Boom. And now we have a simple machine. And it only took 2 steps and 2 pieces. Inclined planes are super cool because they turn gravity, which is a force that always pulls down. It goes into a ramp, and then the ramp pushes back, and it wants to go this way now. So it turns gravity into a sideways force that helps you. I'm going to use a marble for our example, but if I put this marble on the top of the inclined plane, I'm sure we all know what's going to happen, but it's going to go ahead and roll all the way down the ramp. I'm going to go ahead and get my marble so you can see. Our marble is going to go with gravity, and he's going to keep getting pulled down. But because this ramp is slanted, it's going to continue to pull him down and off the screen this way. To my left, you guys right. It's going to go down and get pulled off of the screen. That's because gravity is continuing to act on it. It's getting acceleration. It's speeding up. And as it speeds up, it's not going to stop when it gets to the bottom. It's going to keep rolling. So this simple machine is super awesome because I don't have to do anything. All I have to do is put the marble on the inclined plane, and all of a sudden, it's going to have motion. The cool thing is that's just taking gravity and it's turning it into something that can help us. The same thing works the other way. If I just wanted to lift this marble straight up, pretend like it was 1,000 pounds, it would be really hard to be like, "Argh!" and I couldn't pick it up. But if I have a ramp or an inclined plane to help me, and I can roll it up the ramp, it's going to be much easier and it's going to take me way less force to roll this up the inclined plane. That's why this is a simple machine and it's designed to help you. There's a lot of really cool things that inclined planes can be. A really good example is a wheelchair ramp. People in wheelchairs, they have some accessibility issues and they have trouble going upstairs because it's tough for them to navigate. That's why there always should be a ramp nearby and it allows people to go up. This is a simple machine we use every day. We do the same things with cars. We do the same things with things like a pinball machine. It's actually just an inclined plane. We do the same thing with vending machines. When it drops, it slides down a series of chutes. A slide is actually an inclined plane. When you get to the top, you're just letting the force take you down. You don't have to put any effort in. It just takes you all the way to the bottom and pretty fast. Inclined planes are actually all around us. I bet you can think of 3 or even 5 things in your house that are inclined planes. It'd probably be a really cool thing to do. But we have some cooler stuff we can do than just name inclined planes. I have a cool one I want to show you. Because remember, inclined planes can be made out of anything. So this one, I made out of Legos. All I did was I took a big flat Lego and I slanted it. Hello, Ron. How are you doing? Then all I did was put some Legos on top to make smaller inclined planes. So all of these inclined planes are super awesome because they're going to transfer force in different directions. So when I put the marble on top, let me find where he rolled away to. There he is. He's going to go ahead and slide down this series of ramps that I made. He's going to do it because gravity is always pulling him to the bottom, and it's slanted in two directions, to the side and forward. So instead of holding it straight up, I'm slanting it forward. So he wants to go this direction, and the ramps are going to push him around. So he's going to continue to move down it until he gets to the bottom. And that's a really quick one, but if I make this lamp shallower, like this, and I put the marble on it, I'm going to use this book to hold it up. So now our inclined plane is going to go a little slower because it's less slanted. So you can see the marble, he's rolling really slow, and then he comes out to the bottom, and he goes all the way through. I'll do it again, he got a little stuck. We set our inclined plane, he's going to roll down, and keep moving, and the force is going to carry him to the bottom. So that's all an inclined plane is, and the cool thing is we can use them for way more than just being a ramp. Inclined planes, we can use them for lots of really cool, awesome things. One really cool example is a roller coaster. All it is a series of inclined planes that's actually going to keep the force going. So you notice when you go on a roller coaster, all you do is go all the way to the top. Then it's going to actually let go of you and just let you carry on with the force of the inclined planes. You'll see some roller coasters, they're really short and they just do a little bump. Some roller coasters are really huge and they just have a big drop to get all sorts of speed. And then from there, you're using the same speed, which is why the ramps get smaller and smaller, because you're going to lose some energy as you go up and you come down. But this force is going to keep going and carrying you all the way around the roller coaster in a big loop until you get all the way back to the station. So it's super awesome, and if you don't have a marble, there's actually some other things you can use. One really cool example of an inclined plane is something like this, a Hot Wheels track. One really fun thing I used to do all the time as a kid, and this is going to be one of my challenges for you today, is making a Hot Wheels track. The secret to making one that continues to go is it always starts higher than it finishes. If you have a Hot Wheels track that starts at one height and it ends at one height, like this, it's just flat on the table, it's not going to go anywhere unless I push it. But that's not as fun. But if I raise one side up on my tower of books and then I let my car go, it's going to carry all by himself. The really cool thing about this is you can make these really big or really small, and you don't just have to use regular tracks. I know not everyone has these, but you can make Hot Wheels tracks out of anything. When I take my inclined plane from earlier and I put my car on it, he's going to roll down just the same as if it was a track. And if you don't have big books, you can use stuff like a Lego base plate. These are pretty cool because one side has bumps on it, but the other side is actually smooth. So you can use the smooth side, put the car on top, and now you have another ramp. And you can combine these things. So I can have one Hot Wheels track lead to this ramp, and it goes even faster because I'm holding it even higher. And hello, Malcolm and Solomon. Sorry I didn't say hi to you guys earlier. So here's my challenge for today. I want you to look around your house, find things you know you can use, like your toys, like your cars, things like that. If you want to use anything that's your parents or from anything that you know you're not supposed to mess with normally, make sure you ask first before you use it. You want to get permission. But your challenge today is to build some sort of inclined plane machine that can carry something from a really high height to a really low height. If you have stairs in your house and nobody's walking up them and you're careful, you can actually take your Hot Wheels track, if you ask permission of course, and have it start at the top of the stairs and go all the way to the bottom. Or you can have a ramp on the top and watch the marble bump down the stairs and try and land it in a goal. But your challenge today is to experiment because you are a scientist, so try different things out and play around with simple machines. One really important thing is you ask permission for what you use. I have something called a vinyl record. That would make a really good inclined plane, but I don't want people to roll on top of these. So make sure you ask what things are, because if I put this down, it's actually going to break it. Let me just put this back away. So as you guys are working on your inclined planes and your simple machines, Show us pictures of the awesome contraptions you make. And every single day for this K-2 lesson, we're going to learn a new simple machine. We're actually going to combine all of them at the end of the week to make something super awesome, but it's going to be a surprise, so I'm going to wait to tell you. But I hope you guys have enjoyed today's lesson. Thank you for tuning in to Real Inspired Learning with New Minds. Hi, Jacob. How are you? Pursue your passion until it becomes your talent. So keep working on the things you enjoy until you're really good at them. And I hope you guys enjoyed this lesson and show us the cool things you make. Thank you guys, and see you later.